Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I made this sourdough discard banana bread with some chocolate chips. You can leave the chocolate chips or do it without it. We're going to start off with 3 ripe bananas. We're going to go ahead and mash the bananas as much as you'd like. I like chunky pieces of banana in my banana bread, but if you don't like the little chunky pieces, you can just go ahead and mash it until there are no big chunks of banana left. And then we're going to add 2 eggs. And I like to mix the eggs and the banana first before I add all the other ingredients. I like to mix after, every few ingredients, but for the banana and the eggs, I like to mix them now. And then I add half a cup of granulated sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. And then I like to mix these ingredients again together. And then I add half a cup of Greek yogurt, mix it all again, and then I add half a cup of sourdough discard, and then I add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 stick of unsalted melted butter, and then I mix everything together. And then I add 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour or bread flour, whatever you have on hand. I go ahead and mix everything together until there are no pockets of flour left over. And then I add about 1 cup of chocolate chips. You can add more, you can add less, it's all preference. And I like to top it off with extra chocolate chips because I like how it looks. And I preheat my oven to 350 degrees and I get my pan ready. I line it with parchment paper like so. I feel like this helps take out the loaf without it breaking or sticking to the pan. I also butter the top and the bottom just to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan as well. And for this part, I needed my husband's help because my bowl is pretty heavy and I can't hold it while pouring the batter into the pan. So he was helping me and I got as much as I could off of that bowl. Here I am just topping off the batter with a few more chocolate chips, and then I go ahead and put this in the oven for 50 to 60 minutes. You can go ahead and check by putting like a butter knife and making sure that it comes out clean or just a few tiny crumbs but not wet. And you go ahead and let it cool down in the pan, and once you take it out, as you can see here, it was so easy with the parchment paper, and then you can go ahead and enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This loaf is so delicious. It is not dry at all, and the chocolate chips give it an extra bit of sweetness. I actually use this cake or this bread as a birthday cake because my husband doesn't really like cake, but he does love banana bread and he loved it. My kids loved it and we finished it in one day. But I want to thank you guys for watching today's video and I'll see you in my next one.